In this video, we discuss information about colligative properties of electrolytes. Solution of electrolytes in order to exhibit colligative property as described in processing section. This solution also give for the dissolved substances the mass expected from their chemical formula. The study of colligative properties of electrolytes, however, require a different approach than used for colligative property of non-electrolytes. Follow the experimental observation for the colligative behavior of electrolytes. The solution of electrolyte also exhibit colligative property which do not obey the relation of non-electrolytes. Keep in mind the solution of electrolytes exhibit colligative property. We do not obey the non-electrolytes. Electrolytes means a substance or a passage through which electricity pass is called as, or a substance through which electricity is passed called as electrolytes. The colligative properties of solution of electrolytes are greater than those of expected solution of non-electrolytes. Keep in mind, colligative properties of electrolyte solution is greater than non-electrolytes. Okay, the molar masses of electrolytes in aqueous solution determined by colligative properties. The molar mass of electrolytes in aqueous solution determined by colligative properties. So then the molar mass of electrolytes in aqueous solution determined by colligative properties are found to be considerably lower than the formula masses. Why the colligative properties of electrolyte solution are greater than those of for non-electrolyte solution? Why colligative properties of electrolyte solution is greater than non-electrolyte solution? We see here. Recall that electrolyte dissociate in two or more ions. Keep in mind, electrolyte dissociate into two or more ions when dissolve in water where non-electrolytes do not. So electrolytic solution dissolve in water properly, but non-electrolyte solution does not dissolve in water properly. That's why colligative property of electrolyte solution is greater than colligative property of non-electrolyte solution. State differently, one formula unit of electrolyte dissolve in water produce two or more ions. Consequently, number of particles in solution increases. The colligative property of electrolyte solution are thus higher than the non-electrolyte solution. For example, when NaCl is dissolved in water, it produces two ions, Na plus and Cl minus, where sucrose does not dissociate. Why? It is expected then that colligative property of 0.1 molar NaCl is twice that of 0.1 molar sucrose solution. Therefore, colligative properties of electrolyte solution is greater than colligative property of non-electrolyte solution. And we discuss here last point, Vent-Hoff factor. To obtain the colligative properties of electrolyte solution by using relation for non-electrolyte. Vent-Hoff factor, suggested factor, it is defined as a ratio of colligative property of solution of electrolyte divided by the colligative property of non-electrolyte solution of same concentration. Therefore, Vent-Hoff factor I, symbol for Vent-Hoff factor I, is equal to colligative property of electrolyte solution divided by colligative property of non-electrolyte solution. Very simple. How to calculate Vent-Hoff factor I is equal to colligative property of electrolyte solution divided by colligative property of non-electrolyte solution of the same concentration. We can calculate, or we can define here Vent-Hoff factor. Okay, is equal to delta Tf upon delta Tf0 is equal to delta Tb upon delta Tb0 is equal to delta P upon delta P0 is equal to pi upon pi 0. All colligative properties given here. Osmotic pressure is given here, then depression of freezing point is given here, elevation of boiling point given here. When quantities without subscript refer to electrolytes, those with subscript to non-electrolyte. The Vent-Hoff factor I also defined in an alternative but exactly equivalent manner. I is equal to actual moles of particles in solution after dissociation divided by moles of formaldehyde dissolved in solution. Equation number 2.23, equation number 2.22 given above is equal to I is equal to formula mass of substance divided by observed molar mass of substance. Therefore, M theoretical divided by M observed. Equation number 2.24. Thus, I is equal to 1 for non-electrolyte, 2 for KNO3 and NaCl3 for Na2SO4 and CaCl2 and so forth. The colligative property of these electrolytes are therefore twice and thrice respectively, and those of non-electrolytes same concentration. The colligative properties of these electrolytes are therefore twice and thrice respectively non-electrolyte solution as same concentration. The foregoing arguments are valid only for infinitely dilute solution where the dissociation of electrolyte is complete. In reality, especially at high concentration, the colligative property of strong electrolytes and their I values are usually smaller than expected. Keep in mind, the colligative properties of strong electrolytes and their I values are usually smaller than expected. Why? Because that electrostatic force between oppositely charged ions bring about the formation of ions. That's why. Each ion pair consists of one or more cation and one more anion held together by electrostatic force of attraction. As a result, decrease in the number of particles in solution, causing a reduction in the expected I value and colligative property. Here one more point is given: modification of expression of colligative property. The expression of colligative property mentioned earlier for non-electrolytes are to be modified so as to make them applicable for non-electrolyte solution. The modified equation are: modified equation delta P is equal to I P10x into x2 is equal to I W2 into M1 upon M2 into W1. Delta TB is equal to same, we have to write, just change I kb into M is equal to I 1000 kb into W2 upon M2 into W1. Third equation is modification equation delta TF is equal to I M is equal to I 1000 kf into W2 upon M2 into W1. Fourth, pi is equal to I mRT is equal to I W2 into R into T divided by M2 into V. Vent-off factor and degree of dissociation. So this is the last point here. Discussion of colligative property of electrolytes in proceeding section is based on the fact that electrolytes are completely dissociate in their aqueous solution. Keep in mind, electrolytes are completely dissociates in their aqueous solution. This is approximately true for solution of strong electrolytes and not for weak electrolyte dissociate to small extent. The weak electrolytes involve the concept of degree of dissociation alpha. Alpha is the degree of dissociation, that change in Vent-off factor. So really we see a relationship between Vent-off factor and degree of dissociation. Consider an electrolyte Ax into By that dissociate in aqueous solution as Ax into By reversible X into A raised to Y plus YB raised to Z minus. Here equation number 2.25. Initially 1 mole 0 0 at equilibrium 1 minus alpha mole for reactant, for product X alpha mole, second product Y alpha mole. If alpha is the degree of dissociation of electrolytes, then moles of cations are alpha into X and those of anions are X into alpha into Y. At equilibrium we have dissolved just 1 mole of electrolytes initially. Alpha mole of electrolyte dissociate and 1 minus alpha mole remain undissociated at equilibrium. Total moles after dissociation here is equal to 1 minus alpha plus X into alpha plus Y into alpha. Here is equal to 1 plus alpha in bracket X plus Y minus 1 is equal to 1 plus alpha in bracket N minus 1, equation number 2.26, where N is equal to X plus Y is equal to moles of ions obtained from dissociation of 1 mole of electrolyte. Therefore Vent-off factor is given by here I is equal to here 1 plus alpha in bracket N minus 1 upon 1. Hence I is equal to 1 plus alpha in bracket N minus 1 or alpha is equal to I minus 1 upon N minus 1, equation number 2.27. With the help of this equation you solve all problems. Okay, all problems here given on page number 43 40. Okay, our lesson is over, we can stop here.